Truth Serum Nation, folks. Truth Serum Nation. We got a real big show tonight. How do you like the prop, huh? Makes me look important. Makes me look official. Bills Mafia. The Bills suck and the Mafia sucks. Yeah, Bills Mafia. They both suck. What do we got? The Mafia justice or the legal justice? Colombo family Mafia justice could be different or the same as Gambino. But welcome to the Truth Serum, my good people. The numbers are going up. I appreciate your support. We're rocking and rolling. Go get a coffee, a water, anything, martini. Come hang out with the Truth Serum. I'll be gentle. We'll have a good time. And first and foremost, thank you, Jesus. And want to buy a book? Going once, going twice. All right. Like it's in the description, Mafia Justice, Colombo Family Mafia Justice, and then all the stuff that goes on there. And then the legal justice. Sometimes you'd be better off with legal justice. You'd be more safer than Mafia Justice. And you better pray that the government finds you before the assassins find you. Because, oops, out of time, like Prince. So, my godfather, did work, Mickey. And these Colombos, they're trying to find a guy, a made guy. We'll call him Rizzo. And he was lying. He was a bad actor, robbing the family, selling and doing drugs behind the back. He was violating every code known to mankind. He was just a bad actor, and he came up missing. So he was ratting, or maybe he was going to go into witness protection. So everybody's radar went up and they're like, where is this scumbag rodent, bad actor? Who knows what's going on? So my godfather knew the guy pretty good from being around and everything. My godfather did a lot of work for Colombos as well as other families, a hired hand. If the price is right, come on down. You have been selected for the nice smash job. So my godfather, Mickey, knew the guy, and he knew the family pretty well coming up. And he was the streets. He knew everything that moved in the streets. He was on top of everything. I would say more than anybody in the streets, as far as the 5 Colombo crime families at that. So he gets the job. He gets the job to find the guys, and you get some money up front, and then you get paid. So I don't know. Sometimes he told me different things as an old man, but sometimes you get money up front, and then you have to prove that the guy is smashed. What do you send? A foot, a hand, or proof? Like proof that the job is done. And whatever, however they work it, because otherwise they go into witness protection, and all of a sudden you're getting subpoenaed. You end up in court, and it's like, geez, I thought you smashed them. Oh well. So, my godfather, Mickey, finds the guy. See, he knew another family member, and another wise guy had to hide out or something. He got away with it, and he might have went into witness protection or something. I don't know what happened. He rode off into the sunset, but he more or less he found him, and the guy, oh, Mickey, how you doing? Yeah, you found me. How's everything? How's the family or whatever? Blah, 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 blah. Well, sorry, Billy, but sorry, Ratso Rizzo, but you know what I'm here for, bro. You know what I'm here for. Oh, no, whatever, blah, 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 blah. And he says, I'll give you X amount of dollars to spare me. I'll give you X amount of dollars, and I'll get lost, and whatever happens, happens. So you remember the good, the bad, and the ugly, Angel Eyes. When he's paid to do the job, he does the job. Well, I'll give you more. I'll give you more than he paid you. Well, yeah, you can give me that money, but okay, give me the money. Give me the money. And then, all right, see ya. And then, boom, the smash job comes down, and you have all this treachery, you have all this paranoia, and it turned into just a rodeo scramble. And a lot of times, my godfather, got jobs, and they would if he didn't sniper, but God forgive me, I mean, sometimes they just try to sniper a guy from a post with a scope, and just try to sniper a guy military style. Other times it might be more personal, or other times it might be a request of the guy that's hiring you. Well, make sure you do this to him, or make sure whatever. Make sure there's special requests that you do this to him. Like, well, when it came to rats, cut their tongue out, tie it to their ass or something. I don't know, crazy things. But a lot of times they could they would try to pay for their life, and then he would say, yeah, that's fine. Give it up, and that is that. And the Colombo family was probably one of the most, well, maybe all the families were treacherous and everything else, but of course the Gambino family, the notoriety of all that thereafter. But the Colombos were barbaric. There was other hitmen out there for hire, very rare though, that would just do piecework, but very, very rare. This mental hopscotch and that chess game of what is what. My godfather had the reputation that what do you want? It's done. What do you want? It's done. That's all there is to it. What do you want? There's no backing out. And then when he's got somebody cornered, or if he's going to have to torture somebody, whatever the request is, then and they're trying to pay their way out, he will take that payment too. And just like and the good, the bad, and the ugly, he can be ready to smash a guy out, and that guy could say, Mickey, okay, I know I'm done, but you go over here. I got X amount of dollars buried over here that you can get to. I'll tell you where it is. But yeah, you're gonna smash me out. But I want you to get Johnny Joker over there, okay? And go get that money. And just like in The Good, it was one of his favorite movies too. But just like The Good and the Bad and the Ugly, once I'm paid for the job, that he's paid. He holds up his end of the bargain. No angel eyes, no angel eyes. Boom. All right. That's honorable. It's barbaric, but that's honorable. I'm going to smash the guy out, but I'm going to still honor his wishes because he's paying me. Because in his last minute, he still wants someone else to get smashed. It could go back and forth. I don't know. But these guys, um, he knew where historically families, what properties they owned that were on the outskirts, and he knew some back history on these things. You know, you grow up, you know their tendencies, and he's very Renaissance man, Machiavellian, uh, uh, just strategic, high IQ, military thinker, um, just the perfect assassin. And he would gain into. He already knew the intelligence. He had most of the intelligence on most of these marks, and he could just, you know, a lot of those smashes were easy. None of these guys, they were looking for the guy. They're all worried about everything else, and he knew where that spot was. That maybe just the mother and the sister and the brother only knew where one of their other family members. And they're begging, yeah, oh no, no, I'll pay you more. Don't hit me, don't whack me. I'll pay you more than whoever paid you and everything. And yeah, well, pay me, and then I'll let you go. And or he was hanging a guy out of a window. Well, we'll save that story for another time. We're going to talk about the sports, the basketball, the sports fixing of what was going on with these crime families when they had these college students in small colleges that Vegas was taking the action on in the games. So we're going to get to that, folks. We are going to get to that. EB23, how you feeling tonight? It's a little rainy out. I thank folks for coming in, helping out the truth room. The channel's growing. We're doing all right. I'm happy. And we got a real big show, folks. Bills Mafia. What a joke. They both suck. The Mafia sucks and the Bills suck. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I try to show a little different stuff here on the channel. We like to have fun and rock and roll, and I try to motivate a little too in there, sneak some of that in there to rise you kings and queens up to realize a better life, mentally, physically, financially. So we try to do it. This is a one-stop station. There's a link to the Cash App. There's a link to the book. If you want to support me, you support me. I don't have a lot, but I am the richest guy in the world, not financially, because of all the other blessings that I have. So I am the richest man. Right, Nikki? I love you, honey. I love all my family and friends, and I try to spread love and compassion here. But I got stuck with my godfather. I didn't get any Christmas cards or birthday cards. Quit crying like a bitch, Jojo. But he still loved you, Jojo. But it was kind of a different type of scenario of the traditional having a godfather. And, I know he loved me, but where was the Christmas cards or the birthday cards or oh, well, but that's life. That's life. Those types of things don't mean a lot. They're novelty things, but he still, we still had a good interaction thereafter. I made mistakes. I made mistakes early on when I was running around running the bread and milk. Yeah, he had to bail me out. So he spared me. Forget about the Christmas cards and birthday cards. He spared my life a couple times. he didn't spare it. He wasn't gonna hit me, but I got in trouble with these bums in Niagara Falls. These bums in Niagara Falls, and he said, "Sorry, I wasn't a made man. I didn't know the rules. I don't want to be a made man." And they're always talking shit to me. Those rodents up there, and I defended myself, but you can't do that because you're not a made man. You got to go by all these bullshit faggy rules. There's society rules, and they got their rules, their fraternity rules, and you got to say this and that. But if you're not a made guy, then you can't talk to another made guy like this. Yeah, who? The guy that's gonna rat on you tomorrow? Oh, that bum. That bum that'll give you up just as long, right along as well as his mother. He'll give everybody up. But the mailman, why do I owe him respect when he's talking shit to me? Why do I owe him respect? Silly. So I got in trouble like that a couple times, but my godfather come in and said, quit fucking with him. Quit fucking with the kid. That's all. And they all stopped it like little bitches. Yeah, they all stopped it. They all stopped it like little bitches. They were robbing. They were dealing drugs. They were doing drugs. They were breaking all the Mafia rules. The Mafia sold more drugs than CVS Pharmacy. Okay, Mike Franzese. All right, Mike. All right, Mike Franzese. The Mafia did more. I'm not going to bash Mike Franzese. God bless you. But, Mike, I mean, are you cracking jokes? How much bullshit can you actually spew? I mean, they sold more drugs than CVS Pharmacy. And the captains were getting handed. Well, Mike, you weren't a boss. So as a captain, how many captains did the Colombo family have? Weren't they? Maybe some captains were deriving the benefits for some of them. Maybe they were realizing some of those revenues derived from their said drug dealing, and maybe some didn't. But they knew it was going on. However you want to perceive it, a captain goes, oh no, these degenerate gamblers over here, no, they're not trying to make money on the side. Well, how would they try to make money on the side? By mowing lawns or selling dope? You don't have to be Einstein to figure this out. I don't care what all these other blue tube, mob tube bullshit channels have told you, whatever. They sold more drugs than CVS Pharmacy. Oh, but the bosses and the TV shows and said no, drug dealing was taboo with the gangsters and blah 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 blah. They had warehouses full of drugs in Manhattan. My godfather and another guard had to guard them sometime. In the garment industry, where there's big warehouses, you'd have a rack of clothes, designer clothes on one side, Manhattan garment industry. On the other side, you'd have bales of freaking drugs on the other side with a guard outside and another armed guard. No, they didn't sell drugs. Mike Franzese, no, they didn't sell drugs. Really? Because you had your hand in every other racket out there. You didn't need any more money. But everybody else was selling dope. You had enough money already. You didn't get those envelopes, bro. You didn't get them envelopes. I mean, come on. They had Colombians up at the club once upon a time with them tattoos. Means assassin, this and that. They were running that cocaine all the way up the eastern seaboard. No, they don't do. And the bosses, you think the bosses of these 5 crime families are going to control all those underlings? Hustlers. And a lot of these crews, a lot of people in the crews ended up as drug addicts and degenerate gamblers. So they were dealing drugs. Maybe some of the captains got a piece of the action to look the other way. And it was prevalent. It was prevalent, of course. So, we just set the record straight on some of this stuff. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure it out. I mean, murder is on the menu, but no, we don't do drugs. I mean, moralistically speaking, our norms and mores of societal thinking is no, we'll murder you for 500, but no drugs, no drugs. Come on, man. I understand the mentality that as an organization, as a fraternity, that other people can be incriminated into that operation. I understand that, and why they would try to promote that and say, "Hey, keep it clean. Let's just do racketeering and the RICO law, which is going to get you 15 to 20." So, what is what at the end of the day? I appreciate the support you guys give me. We're rocking and rolling. We're going to get to 2,000 subs in no time. I want to talk about when they were fixing these college basketball games and what was going on. Even Mike Franzese testified in front of Congress how they were fixing everything on. If two crickets were going up the wall, they'd fix that. Two crickets having a race, two roaches going up the wall, they'd fix that. They'd pull some of the legs off the other cricket, But they fixed everything. They fixed everything under the sun, my good people. And Mike Franzese had his face in it. And then he gave them all up to Congress. He was speed ratting, but that's his business. He was speed ratting in front of Congress, and he gave them all up. Like he was speed ratting, like 17 names in 14 seconds. I think they put it in the Guinness World Book of Records. I'm not sure. Folks. We'll have to check the record on that. All right, folks. But hey, he has a right to do what he wants to do. And I'm trying to be a Christian, trying to be a little entertaining. Any readers out there? I wrote a great memoir and help a guy out. All right. I didn't walk away with millions buried like he did. I'm jealous. But you hear all these narratives. He's got one of the biggest channels, but you're only seeing 10% of the reality of the mob. I mean, Sammy the Bulgarano, Mike Franzese, Joe Blow, YouTube viewer, is just seeing them and they think that's the total perception. That's the total narrative. And that's gospel from these guys because they said it and it must be right. They're telling you everything under the sun. They have immunity and they rat it in front of Congress. Your YouTube mob heroes are rats. This just in, Herb. Your YouTube mob tube heroes are rats. Congressional rats. Oh, Mike Franzese said this. Sammy the Bull said that. They're bullshit artists. He's selling wine and cheese and books and everything else, and he's selling everything. He'll take a crumb off the floor before a mouse can get it. You want your socks and underwear. I didn't start begging on my channel till after 400 videos. I didn't start begging. Yeah, we got a nice wine here with a fresh bouquet. It's $40 a bottle. Well, get your credit card out. And yeah, we're selling books with the son of Sam, and I'm over there hugging the son of Sam who terrorized New York City. Come on, man. You're over there selling your ass. You're selling wine and books with the son of Sam who terrorized our hometown. Is there anything left sacred? Is there? Jesus, please. Is there anything left sacred, Jesus? Is there anything left sacred on this planet Earth? Greed. Frankie the Fixer. Michael Malone. I'm going to do a video about how they were trying to fix college games, and they had some of these young kids in the mix, and these young kids started gambling, and they were trying to, well, I'll do that. Michael Malone and Frankie the Fixer, EB23, Wyatt Earp, and Yeah, interesting how they're trying to fix. And Mike Francis, lo and behold, allegedly, uh, might have been in on all that. He might have he might have been in on that. You know, he he allegedly was trying to fix every. I mean, that's what he told in his testimony when he testified in front of Congress out of his own mouth, trying to fix everything under the sun. And when you got little college schools and you could get to two or three guys and manipulate that, but what happened was they were getting greedy. We'll save that for the next. We'll save that for the next show. So I appreciate you guys coming in, help a guy out. The views are going up. I appreciate the views are going up. Um, the like button is always good. Hit the notification bell because I don't always notify you. So hit the notification bell so you know ahead of time, my good people. Okay. So that's that. We'll this way. I do want to talk about the fixing, the sports fixing, and mostly college basketball with these smaller schools. But they were on the menu in Vegas. They were on the menu. They took action. Sad boy Maz. They took action on these little schools that were corruptible. And the wise guys were like, this is too easy. This is too easy. So that's that. What else we got here? Now that would be no journey. Everything's good, Mr. Malone. Frankie the Fixer. You were fixing some of them college basketball games too. Come on, man. Name, rank, and serial number. All right. I appreciate everybody coming in. What a prop, huh? Now this channel is finally official, folks. Next contestant, who do we have up there, Joe? Well, it's Sally from Tupelo, Mississippi. She's here trying to win $1 million. Step right up, Sally. I like to have fun. I'm immature. I like to motivate. I like to tell stories. Everything on my channel is alleged. Alleged. All right. Angelo is doing good, folks. Angelo is doing good. You know, I got in trouble. With all that, I got in trouble. But everything's fine. No worries. Everything's fine. Angelo's all right. I kind of took advantage a little bit. You see what I do for you guys? You see what I do to try to give you guys a good show? See what I got to go through? Not everything's fine, though. You know, yeah, they have phones in prison, like Doughboy and his Batman and Robin over there. Newsflash: they have phones in prison. They have computers in prison. You could FaceTime each other in prison. Doughboy and Inkspot. Come on, you guys. I don't want to talk about them. They're doing their thing. But they made such a big stinker about Angelo and all this other stuff. These two clowns that are so blasé and bland. It was like, is that such a far-fetched concept that they have phones in prison? The guy's dying. They're not hounding on top of him and everything. You could go to the library and FaceTime, let alone phones. They have phones everywhere in there. You could probably buy a phone in commissary these days, you knuckleheads. Jeez. I don't know about all that, but come on. The one guy, he's got he the Doughboy, Jeff. He's the Doughboy. He dreams about being a gangster I don't want to be a gangster. I'd have never wanted to be a made man. He's got the thing on the wall. That's all right. But I bet you I bet you he's got Goodfellas pillowcases and sheets and bedspreads. I'm 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 betting he's got Soprano pillowcase, Goodfellow bedspread, and a Bronx Tale sheets. I'm just guessing that. They have visions of sugar plums and they're wannabe gangsters, and then they get up there and they're commentators, and they're trying to question somebody that was around the guys. They're questioning the people that was actually there. And oh no, Jeff and the ink spot. That sounds whatever. Oh geez, they're two little bitches in a little circle. And oh geez, oh he said that. Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. Batman and Robin, Mutt and Jeff, stay in your lane. I don't even know why I went there before, but I make the rules up now. They took the impetus to try to bust my chops. So whenever I got the need to call them scrubs or bums, I'll just do it. I'll just do it. They threw the first punch. They threw the first punch. Two little gangster wannabes over there sitting in a knitting circle, and you got to change their diapers. Oh, he said this. Oh, he said that. Move along. Move along. Move along. They do interviews with these other guys that were, well, not Jeff, but Jeff does. They do interviews. They got to pay to do interviews. They got to pay rats to do interviews. And then they try to get cute because they tell the rat, I'm going to say this and I'm going to say that. In the streets, if you pulled that in the streets and try to get cute off of this theater mob tube, I ain't going to say anymore. You get cute with them kind of guys in the streets. You pay all them rats to do interviews, and then you think you could get cute and all that. No. Mm-mm. You guys are smart enough to know that wouldn't fly. Yeah, they're staging that shit. He's staging it. You come on, you come and try to bombard. You're telling Sammy the Bull Gravano, oh, I'm going to do this and talk smack, and then you pay him money so he can act mad and come back to you. But then you did go too far with him. You bit off more than you can chew, so he'll never go on your show again because you got exposed. You got exposed. You're boring, blasé researchers. That's all you are. Wannabes. Wannabes. No personality, no color. You don't even have book smarts or psychology smarts or any type of any instincts beyond your reporting. You're a reporter, you know? You're just a reporter. Oh, the truth serum said this, and oh, Angelo had a phone, and you Googled the Google Meister, we call him. Everything you want to know about the mafia, ladies and gentlemen, just Google it. Just Google it. Yeah, okay. Well, it said here, the truth serum, that in most federal pens, cell phones are illegal contraband. Oh, really? Really? So you're the sheriff on that, huh? You're the sheriff. Boring. It's a yawner. You've been stuck at 75K. You transferred 50K over. Your channel's in quicksand, and you're running out of juice. You got no personality. You have no color. As for me, folks, I'm the best talk show host on YouTube. We got a real big show tonight. Stay tuned. Making their North American debut is The Beatles, A Hard Day's Night. See, you got to be a natural, doughboy. You got to be a natural. You got to have a quick wit, tell good stories, motivate people to be kings and queens, and try to help your supporters out. Try to help your supporters out. Give them some psychology and some uplifting things. People are going through a lot of trials and tribulations. This is a talk show. I could talk about mob stories. I could talk about mathematics. I could talk about Mother Nature. I could talk about anything under the sun. I could talk about psychology. I could talk about anything under the sun. You're reporters that are Google meisters. A 6-year-old could do what you clowns do. A 6-year-old can. The truth serum said this. The truth serum said that. Yeah, okay. Yeah. You'll be stuck on 75K till kingdom come. What else we got here? What got into me? I'm supposed to be spreading Christianity, but they threw the first punch. Et tu, Brute? Et tu, Brute? Well, yeah. Just to remind you about them scrubs over there. Scrubs. He was doing an interview with a guy that he had to pay. That was a ranking guy. He's trying to correct the guy. He's trying to correct the guy. Doughboy, reporter, is trying to correct the guy. Well, I read somewhere. He's telling the guy that was in the life. Well, I read somewhere that, no, it went. And the guy's like, excuse me, but I was there 3 feet from the guy. Excuse me, Doughboy, but I was 3 feet from the guy. Where's this going? And then you could hear the posture and the sentiment and the inclination in the guy's voice, like he was thinking, it wasn't even worth the money this kid paid me. This ain't even worth the money this kid paid me. This guy's a clown. He's a clown, and it's spreading like wildfire. You throw the first punch over here, it's a wrap. It's not the Christian thing to do, but I'm doing a lot better with Mike Franzese, because Mike Franzese came onto the YouTube world claiming to be boss and all that. He waited till the coast to be clear. Everybody's in prison or dead. And then he's putting Mafia boss in all his titles. He put Mafia boss in all his titles like a cutie pie. No, I'm not the sheriff, but you got to stand up for some of these guys that are doing life in prison. If he would have pulled that caper 20 years ago, fill in the blanks. It's all theater. Who can do what they can do? Those guys are blasé, and you got to get what you can get. I'm the hardest working YouTuber out there, and I've done 500 videos in 2 years. And I love my community. I do try to motivate to rise people up and have a better quality of life. You got families and spouses and jobs. Be confident. Ask for that promotion. You've been working there 3 years. Don't fear. Feel confident. You know, some of the couples are having problems in marriages, relationships, and they go to bed at night, and one turns to one wall and one turns to the other wall. You're going to have to communicate. Honey, I might have said a few things here. Let's talk it over. We can't carry on like this. Let's put it out there right now. So, you know, we got to raise up our quality of life and thinking so we can enjoy this precious life that we're living, okay? So I try to do that also on this channel, okay? It's a one-stop stop right here. One-stop shop. One-stop stop. I thought you were really, you know, I thought you were well-versed in English language and vernacular. See, there's a good word, vernacular, see? I'm very literate, huh? Vernacular. Sounds smart, doesn't it? All right, folks. I need the microphone for this. I love everybody. God forgive me for my sins. God forgive me for the people I bashed. It's hard being out there. You know, it's hard to follow the 10 Commandments. That's why Jesus came along. It's hard to follow the 10 Commandments. So that's why Jesus come along, because we know it's humanity can't follow these 10 Commandments. So Jesus come along, he pays the bill for that, but it doesn't give us a free pass to keep doing it. So you guys do the rest. Okay? You get it all here, folks. You get it all here. Real big show. We're going to talk about these young kids, athletes, college basketball players. We're going to get to that and unravel some of that stuff. And And that's that. I appreciate it. Um, we just keep going. Try to lift our. Uh, you see people that are in need of some assistance or some counsel, help them out. Even people try to be macho and this and that, but macho guys, they're tough, and they feel embarrassed or ashamed to say, you know what, I'm having some problems here. I need somebody to talk to. No, it takes more of a man to address that. It takes more of a man to address that and have self-awareness so you can rise up. Rise up. I was dead. I was on life support. Every day is precious. Every day's precious, okay? Every day's precious. So that's that. The Sagittarius, Sad Boy Maz, Frankie the Fixer. I think he might have been involved in them college games. I'm not sure. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury. EB23 and Wyatt Earp. Michael Malone. All right. Thank you, my good community. And remember, be the kings and queens of your world. Don't give up. The world is a vampire. It wants that blood. No. Stay strong. Put up that spiritual armor. Rise your thinking. Rise your confidence. We are born to be kings and queens. So let's catch up to that. The world wants to smash you down. The physical realm in the world and the demons on top of it wanna, but you got to connect to the power, your inner power that you were born, that's in your DNA. We have royal DNA. Let's catch up to it. All right, folks. Thank you, Sad Boy Maz. I appreciate your good words. So, okay, be the kings and queens of your world. Reach your potential. You don't want to waste a lot of time like I did, folks. You don't want to do that. Don't waste time. Tomorrow's not guaranteed. So I like to tell stories. I like to motivate and inspire. I'm a frustrated comic. I'm a frustrated weatherman. Currently, it's raining outside. Barometric pressure 29.31 and rising. Overcast clouds. Winds north, northwest, 10 to 15 miles an hour. Back to you, Herb. All right, everybody. I love it. So, where are all these hearts coming from? All these hearts are flying all over the place. Joe, are you coming to NYC? Get an official John Gotti Reserve, the Cuban cigars? Nah, I don't smoke cigars. No, I don't want to be a gangster. Cigars smell like crap. So, thank you, Sad Boy Maz. Is that the 100 coming up? Boom, 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 boom. It's nonstop. Holy macaroni and cheese. So, thank you, folks. Remember, life is hard and stuff. And, we got our lives to live. And whatever your spiritual side is, try to tap into it. Maybe we could all reach our potential. It's tough trying to follow the 10 Commandments. It's tough. The New York Jets, how you doing? So we'll get there little by little. And that's that. NYC Crime Spot. Oh, that's the same one. What do you care if I'm coming to New York City or not? I got the official John Gotti Family Reserve Cuban cigar. Wait, what does this mean? You speaking in riddles? If you want to say something, say it. The New York Jets. I'm going to play the Jets in the futures for the next football season. To win the division, the over-under on the games, I'm going to ride the Jets with that defense. That defense is going to be stronger. That defense is going to be stronger. I'm going to ride the Jets in those prop bets. Yeah. I'm going to need the Jets to win the over on the games, win the division, win the conference, win the Super Bowl, win all their home games, win all the props. That's all. Win all the props. I was just in New York City and Atlantic City. I wasn't down in Amish country, but I was in wherever the hell you guys hang out. So yeah, I put them prop bets in. No, I wrote them all down, but whenever they come, that was on MGM. That was on MGM Bet or something like that. MGM that website. So yeah, the Finger Lakes. Yeah, so you got to hope Rodgers stays healthy and that defense. I'm just counting on the Jets only needing to score 17 points a game because that I'm forecasting that defense as to be one of these, once every 10 years great defenses. That's what I'm hanging my hat on. There's injuries and then everything falls to crap. So, the injuries come and then kerplunk. But that's that life. That's gambling, and that's all there is to it. So, what else we got? Yeah, we're gonna do that fixing of those college games. Mike Franzese even touched upon it when he was testifying in front of Congress, and they were good, man. They fixed everything under the sun, and it took a long time before they got exposed on a lot of stuff. It took a long time for the government to catch up with them guys. So there you have it. There you have it. What else we got? They all have the wine country, the Finger Lakes. Yeah, when the Jets play in Buffalo, we get a suite at Bill Swadum this year. You coming, man? That would be awesome. Yeah, you get the suite. I'll be your guest. Just give me a ticket or send me a cash app. Yes, Jets. Yes. Of course. The whole season is coming down to the Jets. I'm going to play them every prop. That's all. That's all. Sounds good. You know my name. Yeah. No, he's good. He's good. New York Jets is good. I ain't afraid. You think these are set up by those nerds? I'm not worried about them clowns. I'm not worried about them clowns, Batman and Robin. Set up. Set up. Mm-hmm. No fear. Like the Bible says, don't live in fear. Don't live in fear. Set up. Them guys, yeah, okay. Yeah. I'm not a tough guy, but I don't live in fear. I don't live in fear. You come at me, you better get the job done. That's all. I don't know. I don't promote violence or anything like that, but don't half step. That's all. You were my 20th. Oh, it was 25th subscriber. It's the best channel on YouTube. At least it's free to talk to me. Yeah, I try to sell my book, the Cash App, Super Chat, but this and that. But I deal with my community. I deal with my community. You see these other channels, they're like blasé. It's a yawner. Welcome to the channel, and we're gonna get in there. And yawners. Yeah, and we'll do this, and oh look, there's that bridge, there's that, yeah. God bless them all. God bless them all. But don't live in fear, folks. I live with the spiritual. I'm a spiritualist, so if you're on the right team, you don't have to fear. In the spiritual realm, in the physical realm. I was around killers. I made mistakes around killers. Who am I going to fear? I fear myself of being stupid. I'm only in fear of me not doing the right thing, but I trust in Jesus. These clowns on YouTube with their channels, what is that? Kindergarten? Kindergarten? Oh, if you come here or come there. Where do you want to meet? Where do you want to meet? Where do you want to meet, bro? Where do you want to meet, smartass? Where do you want to meet? I'll film it. I'll film it. Where do you want to meet? Where do you want to meet? I'll live stream it off of here. I'll live stream it off of here. Where do you want to meet? First, you got to get out of your basement and join the real world, okay, folks? Thank you, Sag. You know, they're all real comfortable around their keyboards and all that, and they're living in fantasy land. And then, oh, come to New York City. And you don't think I still know people in New York City? You still think I don't have family in New York City? And friends in New York City? I'm trying to be nice. Don't get your panties in a bundle, so I got to change your diaper, but just chill. You want to offer me to go somewhere, you don't do that. You don't do that. You don't do that. You live in fantasy land. You live in fantasy land. I try to promote love and compassion, but you're trying to come sideways. You want to talk in riddles and everything else. You got your buddy that was on the wrestling team in your senior year, Billy. You got your buddy there. That's your strong arm. You got your buddy there that you wrestled with in 11th grade as a junior, and he's your bodyguard. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you bring him along. Bring him along. Yeah, okay. These guys are nuts. Yeah, it's all fun and games until you make a call and say, bing, bang, bing, bang. But this is all, that's all petty. They thrive on that. They go to bed at night living in fantasy land and all that. And I wish I was a gangster. I'm telling you, I didn't want to be a made guy. That's not a badge of honor. I'm highly educated in many fields. My mother didn't raise a gangster. Them clowns want to be gangsters. Oh, that's where so-and-so lived. Who cares? Who cares? The other one's interviewing rats that he's got to pay. He's running out of rats. He's running out of content. Flatline. Sorry. I'm sorry. It's the truth serum. I'm sorry. It's a talk show. It's just my opinion. That's all. It's just my opinion. Then they make up channel names to go put in the content. And, oh, you did. If I was 30 years old, so there you have it, folks. There you have it. A real big show, real big show. The New York Jets. I'm going to make a lot of prop bets on them. So hopefully that'll go all right. And yeah, I just got back from New York and Atlantic City. And God is good every day. So yeah, we're going to get in. The channel is going. It's going good exponentially. And you know I appreciate my community to the max. And all aboard, you know. Ivan Lore, you like the prop? It's an American Idol. Salvation Army store for $1.50. I said, let me grab it. Just so for the visual. This is now an official YouTube channel. What are these YouTubers wearing these headphones? I mean, these earphones. What are they wearing these earphones? These YouTubers, like, what are they wearing these earphones? Like, what is that? Sometimes, folks, less is more. Less is more sometimes, okay? Sometimes less is more. Sometimes organic is better than manufactured shit, okay? Yeah, so they can hear themselves. They can hear themselves. Yeah. I wish I was a gangster. I wish I was a gangster. Oh gosh. Let me interview another rat. No, I can't get any more interviews. They're charging too much. Oh geez. Holy cow. Mm. I can't get any more interviews. I can't even get interviews with rats anymore. Geez, I wonder why. They don't even want that free money. They're like, nah, that ain't even worth it. It's not even worth it. Nah, go ahead. Thanks anyways. Thanks anyways. Yeah, everything was good. Everything was good. That Borgata's got a beautiful setup, man. That Borgata is Vegas style. The Borgata is Vegas style, man. That's all class. Yeah, it is all class. Hmm. Yeah. Oh, Joe Rogan. Yeah. Oh, here we go. The telephone is ringing. All right, folks. I guess we said enough. Keep in touch, folks. You know I'll do it. I'll be back again. I appreciate all your support. And uh, uh, Crime Spot, Jeff. I wish you guys well. Just leave me the hell alone, okay? I wish you guys well, okay? As a Christian, just do your stuff, okay? That's all. All right. Be the kings and queens of your world. Don't give up. The world is a vampire who wants that blood. No, rise up in your thinking, your spirit, your mind, and your soul, and rise up, and you can get there and live a more abundant and prosperous life. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, universe. And thank you, everybody here. Blessings from the universe. Thank you.